Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Eric here with E&M Guns. We are talking about gun control. So gun control has been in the thing of ban assault weapons, ban this, ban that.
I'm demanding a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Assault weapons ban.
It is just the last 4 years have just been inundated with different rules and regulations, different stuff the ATF has done. But let's revisit our history. I found this on ABC News' 2020 website, and 11 years ago, they were talking about gun control myths debunked in 5 minutes. Stay tuned.
You've probably heard that America has the most mass shootings in the world. That's often given as a reason for more gun control. But economist John Lott looks into that claim, and he says it's a myth based on one bogus study.
The United States has the most mass shootings.
By far, the most public mass shootings.
You don't see murder on this kind of scale with this kind of frequency in any other advanced nation on earth.
Where'd that claim come from? Obama and everyone else base it on
A study done by University of Alabama professor Adam Lankford.
University of Alabama professor Adam Lankford.
This is Adam Lankford.
I studied 171 countries for more than 40 years, 1966 to 2012. And essentially the answer was, not surprisingly, the United States has by far the most public mass shooters.
His claim received coverage in hundreds of news stories, but all these people were misled by Lankford. Lankford's study claimed that since 1966, there were 90 mass public shooters in the United States, more than any other country. Lankford counted 202 shooters in the rest of the world. Lankford claimed complete data were available for 171 countries. But how did Lankford find every shooting in all these countries, most of which don't speak English? And how did he find all the cases in the years before the internet? Few governments collect this data. Finding complete data for mass public shootings in just one developing country, say India, in the 1970s, would be an incredible feat. Many of these shootings would have been reported only in local outlets, in the local language.
I'm Don Daler, and this is 2020 in Touch. On Friday, we had a new entry in our series, Myths, Lies, and Downright Stupidity. Of the 10 myths we covered, and you won't be surprised at this one, the most talked about was gun control reduces crime. Here's John Stossel.
It's about the weapons, the guns. Where did the killer get them?
They're shocked at how easy it is to purchase a gun.
It is simply too easy to obtain a firearm.
The belief that gun control prevents gun crime is why many were upset this spring when
a bombshell court ruling could put handguns back in D.C. homes.
A court threw out Washington, D.C.'s 30-year ban on guns. And that's outrageous, said public officials.
More guns very simply lead to more violence.
I don't know how anyone can be serious in saying that, because the gun violence went up when they banned handguns.
Tom Palmer's one of the plaintiffs who sued D.C. over the right to have a gun. He's correct about gun violence going up. Since Washington's gun law passed, the murder rate actually increased, even while America's murder rate dropped. Maximum security felons said they fear an armed victim much more than the police.
When you go to rob somebody you don't know, it makes it harder.
And they said gun laws don't matter to them. They don't obey them.
I'm not worried about the government saying that I can't carry a gun. I'm going to carry a gun anyway.
As you saw from that clip, you can clearly tell criminals don't obey laws. In fact, the people they had in jail there basically said the same thing. We don't care what your law is. So all you're doing when you implement these new laws and try to stifle gun violence, you're basically hurting law-abiding citizens, law-abiding Americans. If you want any case in point, let's look at what's going on in Colorado in Aurora. I'll play a clip for you.
And new at 10, it's scenes coming out of a movie as the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua are seen breaking into apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado. This is according to our sister station in Denver. There you can see the group well armed and forcing an apartment door open and making their way in. This has raised concerns amongst residents and Colorado state law enforcement officials. The city of Aurora is issuing a statement today in the wake of national attention following the video's release. As we've reported in the past, Tren de Aragua is one of the fastest growing.
There's been a lot of new gun owners in the last 4 years. The FBI tell us that the crime statistics are showing us it's getting better. I beg to differ. If it's getting better, you don't see people buy guns. It's getting worse. And that clip from Aurora, California, can you imagine being in there? I mean, here's these thugs just running up and down stairs, knocking on doors, breaking in, taking whatever they want at gunpoint. Imagine if that person opened that door with those thugs there, unloaded a constitutional 30-round magazine on some of those thugs. Do you think Aurora Police Department would show up then? God bless America, guys. You guys have a blessed week. Love you. Peace out.